O restless and impetuous youth! Who hid thy face with the mask of wisdom and clothed thee with the apparel of patience? All the morality mongers advise restraint for the arrogant power of youth only to hide their own inner fears. O thou impetuous! Who fettered thy flying wings? Fearless youth! Thou, who from the crowd of begging weaklings, used to snatch light out of the womb of darkness, dost rest today in thy nest. How couldst thou check thy terrific onrush of life at the bidding of those whose spine is broken by the cold touch of the polar wind and whose life is made powerless by the shadow of hardened frost? How strange to see the lion of the desert meekly enter the cage and submit to punishment. Those who to want create to and yet are afraid to destroy are themselves victims of destruction first. What fool says that thou canst kindle the fire without burning firewood? How canst thou get the shade of the forest if the sea does not supply the life? The swift-flowing river as it rushes madly on impelled by its richness of life erodes the two banks and yet, at the same time, makes the flowers blossom. She is thirsty for the sea and knows not who is her friend or foe. She cares not how many boats she sinks. All she wants is ever to be on the move, for that is her religion. Whoever heard that the breakers of the sea quietly slept lest two merchant ships sank? Will not the elephant walk on the roads lest it tramples an ant under its feet? Will not the mighty fire burn lest it destroys healths and homes? Will the sight of gaping, tattered roofs make the rain cease its heavy downpour? Will the summer storms fail to come lest the trees and the woods tumble ere it break? Will there be no eagle because the timid baby lamb I take fright at his sight? O uncalculating youth, thou dost never waste thy time making out the balance sheet of loss and gain. O tempestuous youth, wake up, come like a tornado, trampling everything that falls in front of thee. In causeless glee, bring generous life, wide as the horizons, and a mighty current of motion strong enough to wash tile debris off the banks. In a wild rush embrace sorrow with a stout heart and laugh loudly with frankness and joy. Freedom will come later, but sing now of the fresh and the young. Untimely and ugly sickness has attacked the kingdom of youth. This nation is inert as the dead long before its real decease. Open the iron door and let joy unbounded flow like the smooth easy flight of the pigeons in the blue firmament. Rush into the ocean for no reason and climb the peak of that distant hill. If thou meetest death round the corner, embrace him as thy comrade. Get rid of all the prejudices that reside inside thy heart and outside of thee. All the swords of Ali are rusted today and gone to seed. Original, Durbar Juban. Translation, Kabir Chowdhury.